Southside shit, bro. I was listening to it a minute ago on the way to. I had to go get me a blunt. I had to go get me a completely different type of flower, man, because I didn't want to trigger nobody. Oh man. Oh shit. Last couple times I tried to do this, man, I had no service. I was in a horrible area for service. So I decided I'll wait till I get home to talk about it. Here I am. Here I am. What's up, Bulldog? Bulldog. I gotta get with you. I didn't take a picture. Um, anyway, I'll get with you. What's up, Cool and Luke? Spencer. I made somebody mad yesterday. AA Soulmates is mad at me, and that wasn't my goal. Glad y'all made it home safe. Yeah, we made it home. We got home Monday, late Monday. Our flight got delayed a little bit. What's up, Clint? Shout out to Clint. Clint and Rex and Mike Sons were out there. Shout out to them, bro. They got to come see the show. That was dope. What's up, Little Leg Day? JJ Hughes, my dog. Damn, JJ. I'll get with you, bro. But every time we called one another, you didn't answer, and I was like, man, this will be great. And JJ would pick up the phone. It's okay, dog. It is what it is. I was trying to get somebody very special to you to tell you happy birthday, but it is what it is, dog. I tried. I know you call, like I know, but the last time you didn't. The last time you called back was the last time I called, bro, was the most important one. It's all good though. Hold on, let me put this in this blunt and I'm gonna talk about it. So anyway, we flew out, what was it, Thursday night. Got to Nashville late Thursday night. Really just chilled out, relaxed. I'm so pissed. You have no idea, but we going. Yeah, bro. Believe that. Believe that. Anyway, we got there late Thursday. Kicked it with some people for a little bit, and then Friday was great. Friday was an epic day. Friday we were down at Jaybird's and we got to. Yeah. Give me a minute. Let me put this in my blunt. Trying to read and roll and think, and it's not working. Good news is you're going to see a lot more of your boy. Your boy's back on day shift. No more of this night nonsense. So now my nights, I'm able to sit here and kick it with you guys. I just got a shower, nice and relaxed. No more of this staying up all night, working through no more of that. No more 4 o'clock lives anymore, 4 a.m. lives, none of that. Yeah, the show was epic. Ryan got his sound really dialed in this time. The next couple shows are really going to be dope because that was the first time they ever really got to hear it with a full venue with the new sound setup. So now he'll be able to, yeah, it's going to be dope. I'm at the next one, bro. It's my birthday weekend. Yeah, no, I get it, dog. I wish I would have got better footage. So that's what. Let me do my thing, and then I'll focus on you guys a little bit. I should have rolled this before I started this. Squirrel brain, and I'm trying to roll and read, and let me just do this. Uno momento. Uno momento. Who this is? What up, Wick? Man, I was hoping I'd see Wick out there, but I don't know if he was even there, dude. Luke, I'm excited for the Houston show. Excited to see Upchurch. Man, I might, now that I'm back to working these day shifts and I'm able to, um, I'm considering running the Texas show. Like T2, his energy on stage, bro, with Broadnax and everything that they were doing, I can only imagine what it's going to be like in Texas. Because T didn't have a full set. Like, T didn't even really have a set at all. He just come out, did a track with Church, did his track with Broadnax, and he didn't have a set. So it'll be exciting to see T get a set in Texas and really get to showcase his energy on that stage. All right, there we go. I'm almost done. I can't wait till the Silverados. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy show. What sucks is there's a show in Cincinnati on the 6th. I feel like the Silverados should have had a little bit of room for these artists to all kind of kick it that weekend. But we'll see. We will see. Logan, who are we talking about? Oh, yeah. You guys are having Christy, yeah, for sure. If I go to Texas, that's the thing I wanted to say. Like, there was a couple people that say, "Hey, I didn't want to stop you." No, I want to meet all you guys. I want to kick it, take pictures. I'm mad at myself because me and Landon didn't get an actual picture together. Kind of, we did. I took a picture of him the night of Saturday night, but for the most part, I didn't get like an actual picture with Landon or Charlie, and those were my dogs, man. I really wanted one with Charlie. Oh, that's dope, Christy. You and JJ's son. That's pretty dope. I never knew that. All right, now this is rolled. I'm gonna set this down and I'm gonna start talking to you about what happened. Hey Matt, that's what's up. You were at Jaybirds, bro. Salute to you, dog. That was so dope. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna not pay attention to you guys in chat for a second because I think it's important for you guys to understand how this weekend went for me, at least. A lot of people have been asking me, so I figure I'll make a video and we'll talk about it. I should have made like an actual video, but I don't know. Anyway, we land Thursday. There was really not many of us did much planning. We kind of just went with it. And I wanted to get out to Pond Creek Road. To be honest with you, I don't remember how we all decided to go. I take that back. We met up with Ord's Board and a bunch of them down at O'Brien's in Pleasant View. And they were eating. I actually had breakfast with a buddy at Hardee's. And we left Hardee's and we went to O'Brien's, met up with a couple skins that were there eating. And we all decided it would be dope to go to the Pond Creek Road Bridge. A lot of them haven't been there. Well, during that time, we all kind of got like people thought they were going to go this way. And long story short about that, nobody followed one another. I ended up going to Walmart to get spray paint. They ended up already going to the bridge. So it was like, it could have very easily just said, man, this is poor planning. We're all out of here. But we didn't. I showed up at Jaybirds. We parked at Jaybirds, and there was like 6 of us there. And then all of a sudden, man, people started driving by. They were going to the bridge. They were going to the church, and they were seeing us sit out there. And then now 2 cars have stopped. 3 cars have stopped. 4 cars have stopped. 5 cars. At the end of it, there's 40-something people out there. We started with like 6 or 7 people. We shot a dope music video for Troy and Nate and Ord's Board. They made a new song. That actually Thursday night they recorded the song Friday they shot the music video to it. I mean, we were all walking down Pond Creek Road in a group of 40 people yelling "car." I'm like, dude, this reminds me of when I was younger and I'd get off the school bus and we'd all walk home, and everybody be running around through the street and dodging the cars. Like, it really brought back that. What's up, Triple T? It really brought back those childhood memories, man. Those fun times with your friends. Getting off the bus, walking through the neighborhood. Man, I got 97 people in here and 10 likes. Come on. Get your boy up on the likes. That's going to help us. It's going to help more people see it. Anyway, so we're all walking down the street, shooting a music video, taking pictures, enjoying our time. I met a wonderful family from Florida, a mom and daughter. Shout out to Hologram and her daughter, Maddie. Like, they drove 17 hours all the way to see Upchurch, and they came out to show love to Creek Squad, and it was really dope to see this woman that has never really, I've never seen her much on social media. She just loves the music for the music, and she was out there showing love. She had one of Ryan's shirts, the Mac Miller shirt. She was letting everybody sign it. My daughter signed it. We decorated her car for the show. Everybody wrote on her windows. We put decals all over her vehicle. Like, it was so cool. People go on vacation and they're like, oh, well, we got to go out to the fancy places, or we got to do this, or we got to do that. It was so cool for just a bunch of us Creekers to be sitting out at Jaybird's into the darkness, dude. Literally into the darkness. Just hanging out and enjoying time with one another. Father, son were out there with the truck, and people were taking pictures with the truck. Two Mother Truckers was there. Ordsboard was there. I actually think Southwind eventually showed up to it. Buckeye Creeker. Shout out to Buckeye Creeker. That guy was there, man. He's an amazing dude. We actually destroyed his Dagburn bobblehead out there. He let my daughter rip it up, smash it up. Like, it was really cool to see all of us having the interactions that we were having, and that was on Friday night. We all kind of put our heads together. We're like, hey, we're gonna get out of here and go get something to eat. And some people went to Wits, others didn't, and that was cool. We were at least able to hang out a little longer. I ended up going my own way. I had to go do something Friday night. But later that night, bro, we all had some epic times and really got to hang out and spend time with one another till the wee hours of the morning, man, and it was fun. It was an amazing time, dude. Like, it was so awesome to just look under that bridge. When we all went down to Pond Creek Bridge together, like, that place, it was so full of people. It was so full of happiness. It was so full of love and support. Nobody cared about the drama on the internet. There was people there that probably, didn't have the greatest friendships, but they were, I would say, acquaintances, maybe even. And we all got along great, dude. It was all nothing but love. Like, it helped to tell us as individuals. Well, for me, it helped me to know that it's way more than this internet shit. Like, the internet is the way that you guys see us or the way that you guys perceive us, but in real life, it's not. This internet shit don't matter. You know what I mean? Buckeye was out there. The impact that Buckeye had on my daughter, I'll never forget that. The impact that these people had on me, I'll never forget that. I mean, I was choking up all weekend thinking about it. Like, we all drove thousands of miles, flew thousands of miles, whatever. Spent hours and hours, almost whole days in a vehicle just to get somewhere, to be around other people just like us. Bro, there was kids in the crowd singing every freaking word to Upchurch songs when we were at the concert. And when you see these kids walking around there, you don't know what people have been through. You don't know what, and it's just so amazing to see all the love. And there was folks showing up at Jaybird's that I'd never seen before. I never knew they existed, but when they said, "Oh, this is my name on YouTube," it's like it makes you realize that just because somebody says something that you don't like, it doesn't make them a bad person. And there was a couple people that I had run into, and I do remember what people say to me, and I do remember how people affect me, but there was a couple people that I had run into that maybe I had felt some type of way about what they have said on the internet. But they were amazing people. So I would go home or I'd go back to wherever I was staying that night and I would reflect. I would say, damn, that dude said some things that I didn't agree with, made me feel some type of way, but they're a really good person, dude. Like, hold the door for you when you're walking through a door. Ask your daughter if, like, that was the thing, dude. These people were so sweet to my family. So sweet to my family. It was good to see you too, Jen. And I can't really, we want VIP one day, P. What's going on here? Let me catch up with a couple of these. What's up, Dactar Mama Pay? But anyway, so it was such an awesome experience on Friday night. Like, Friday night, a lot of things happened. There were some things that I'm not going to talk about on the internet that a lot of people got to experience. You guys, if they're open to speaking about it, they will speak about it. But it's not my position to talk about it. We did it all together as friends. We experienced it together all as friends, and the only way I would ever feel comfortable talking about it is with them. If, like, Buckeye Creeker is a great example. Me and Buckeye Creeker had a life-changing experience Friday night, and if Buckeye Creeker ever wanted to speak about that, that would be dope. We could do a little live stream and talk about mine and Buckeye's experience during the show, but I want them to be able to speak about it on their own time because it was such a great weekend that I don't want it to ever get ruined. You know what I mean? Oh, Sunflower. That's me at every Upchurch concert. I had told my wife, I said, I still got my band on. I had to get a band. Even if I didn't need a band, I didn't need a band, but I needed a band. I have to have a band. Give me a pit band because I don't care where you put me in that stadium. You put me here, there, anywhere. I'm going to sing every word that I know. I'm going to love it. I'm going to enjoy the moment for what it is. That's why we go to concerts. If you are going to another show that Upchurch is about to perform on and the Upchurch show and you got tickets coming up, enjoy it. Sing your heart out. You know what I mean? You bought tickets to go enjoy an artist. Enjoy it. Like, for real. That's just me, though. Gert, when Next to Red came on, I was laughing so much. Oh, dude, when Next to Red came on, that song, I could have listened to him play Next to Red 13 times over and been satisfied with it. That song will get played at my funeral. That song will get played. No matter what, if I live to be 100 years old, when they're putting Captain Kirk in the ground, Next to Red will be playing. When my day comes, that's the song that I want. So if anybody's watching, Cass, you're out doing your thing right now, make sure you know that that's what has to be played. If that song doesn't get played when I get off of this earth, I'm haunting everybody that had the opportunity to make sure it got played. I couldn't talk Sunday morning either, Randy. Hey, Randy, facts, dog. My voice was still going yesterday, and I kept doing the, hey, baby, because it's so contagious, that baby. Hey, baby. That Broadnax baby is so contagious. Dude, I got emotional when he did Holler Boys knowing my son was... Oh, yeah. That was an emotional track, too. He did that song early on in the set, too. So, yeah, that was an emotional track. Sugar Sugar Honey was a very, like, proud moment, proud dad moment. Concert for the Crickets. Like, man, it was just an awesome experience. So, anyway, I didn't even get past Friday night. So, right now we're at Friday night. And, what's up, y'all? Appreciate the live feed to keep. Hey, I tried, dude. So that's what I'm gonna get at. So Friday night, whatever, that's over. We all go our separate ways. It's the end of the night. We gotta be up Saturday and get it popping. So Saturday, here we are. Saturday is arriving. Saturday morning, everybody's getting up. We all go take off, get some breakfast, and it's time to start getting ready for this show. A lot of folks, there was actually a couple that got in line at 6 a.m. From Alabama. And my dog Charlie was out there, Landon, Michaela, and I think her name's Michaela. I could be wrong. Michaela and Jonathan, like all my folks were out there, dude. Like everybody in 2022 that was in line early morning with me and Cass at 9 a.m. was there early. I didn't necessarily have to be to the venue early, so I wasn't going to get up and go stand in line with a 6-year-old unless I absolutely had to. But I did want to get down there and connect with those people because, like I said, in 2022 when I went to the Nashville show, we drove all the way from Florida. I didn't know anybody. I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't know any of like the supporters. I seen them here and there on the internet, but like I didn't know them. Now flat and when I showed up there, these people took me in like I was family, you know. Shout out to Landon, shout out to Jonathan, shout out to Charlie, shout out to those folks that treated me like a family and a friend, and they didn't even know who I was. So I told my wife, I said, babe, we got to go down there, meet up with J Hop and them, meet up with Chad, 2 Mother Truckers, see Cool Hand Luke, see Payday, but I also really want to go down there to be able to connect with some of these people that looked out for me when they didn't even know me. So, boom, we show up. What do you know? Charlie's right up front where he's always at, one of the first people in the line. Landon's right up front where he's always at, one of the first people in the line. And they were like super happy to see me. Hell, they got out of line and made sure somebody was holding their line to come up to give me a hug. And that's why I was so mad at myself for not taking a picture with them too. That should have been the first thing that I did. But anyway, so then we kind of go around and say what's up to our people that we try to meet up with. It was beautiful, bro. We were all out there in line. It was pretty cold. You know, Mike's out there doing his thing, walking, working the line, talking to folks, taking pictures. Braylon's out there hugging people. It was really cool to see that there was people that knew who Braylon was from her reactions. Like, that was so cool to see. And people would tell her, you such a cute reaction channel, blah, blah, blah. People were telling her she should do all the reactions and I should step down. Let's see. My voice is trying to take off again right now. I feel it. Man, that's how I feel about y'all, bro. Never met y'all, but y'all treated us like family. Hey, Randy. Randy's a real one, bro. Me and Randy sat there and talked most of the time. Like, we would relate to the music. Like, the song would end playing. We would tell a little story, and the song would start. Like, it was really a family-like experience, dude. Yeah, definitely, Stacy. I'll be at every Florida show. I'm trying to see what we can swing. I want to try to go to Alabama. Hologram, she was actually talking about if we want to do a road trip. And I told my wife, and my wife's like, let's go. Because she's in Florida. So she could get up to us, come take a little break, kick it. We could load up with her, grab my car, whatever. I'll follow. She can follow me. And then we'll take the rest of the trip up, maybe grab some more skins on the way and make it a whole event. So we're getting to the meat and the potatoes. What did Buckeye say? Braylon touched my heart and soul. Bro, you touched her heart and soul. Buckeye, when she was laying on the couch last night, almost asleep, and I played your short talking about her, she immediately snapped to it. When she seen Buckeye Creeker at Jaybirds, she didn't even care. She went right up to Buckeye Creeker. She knew who he was because we had watched him doing his videos and doing his breakfast with Southwind. Like, she knows who he is. Without ever meeting him, she was confident enough to walk up to this man and to, you know, really touch him and say, like, heartfelt Braylon came out. And it was awesome because kids really are like the best judge of character, in my opinion. Like, I knew Buckeye was a good dude, but once my daughter did what she did, I realized like he really is that guy that I thought he was. Sunflower, that's what we're talking about. The Alabama show. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about just doing it. I think it is a Friday night, so if we left, or maybe it's a Saturday night, I'll have to find out. Yeah, Payday and Braylon are very similar. So anyway, so now we're outside, we're meeting people, taking pictures. There was the merch. The merch opened up early from 2 to 5 p.m. So we stood in line over there at the merch, seen T2, had some conversation, whatever. Got the merch. Now it's time. Now it's time to start getting ready for this show. Kurt, I was originally planning to go into that concert, but anyway. Can you advise the safe concert date place for anywhere, bro? Gone today. You could go anywhere, bro. All of them are safe, dog. Get with some skins, you'll be all right. I mean, everything's gonna happen no matter where you go, but Ryan controls the stage really well, and if there is problems, he gets them snuffed out fast. Hey, shout out to what is it, Sean? Yeah, shout out to Sean from the UK, man. Much love, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Your kid is a sweetheart. Love seeing her be herself on your channel, bro. She really loves the music, man. That's what it's all about. So when it's involving the music, I can't tell her no. Like I really can't. Yeah, we are family, Buckeye. That's what's up. Mama, that's what's up. It's an outdoor event. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. In the summer in Alabama and outdoor, that'll be fun. So anyway, here we are. So now it's showtime. We're going. It's time. They actually opened up the doors earlier than what they said they were going to open up the doors. I think it said the show starts at 7, doors open at 7 or whatever. They actually opened them at 6. And it filled up pretty quickly. We came out there and everybody was ready to go. Once me, Braylon, and Cass were out walking around talking to people that were waiting, it was pretty cool. It was fun to have that experience. It was fun to be able to take some pictures. It was an experience that I'd never had before, so I was caught off guard a lot. I apologize if you yelled my name and I couldn't find you. It was really hard to look out in front of that many people staring all back at you and pay attention. Lots of eyes to make eye contact with to find out what you're doing. I mean, I was trying to do this for one of my pictures with a dope skin, and I'm putting up surfs up like a dummy because I'm just trying to. It was crazy. It was a great experience, and I can never thank Ryan enough for it for allowing me to be a part of such a beautiful. I mean, we all were in there vibing. We all were in there chilling. We all were in there for the same reason, to see Ryan Upchurch, and it was such a beautiful thing to share that experience with everybody. What's up, Daniel? Oh, I had an amazing time. So anyway, so the show is about to start. Broadnax goes up. Broadnax comes out, and Broadnax the energy is insane. Now, because of where we were, I loved where I was, but because of where we were, the design of the stage is to push the sound out, right? So where I was, we didn't have the greatest sound for the show, but all I had to do is get close to the gate and lean my head this way, and I could hear it like at this purest form. So that's why when I was doing the live videos and the recordings, the audio wasn't the greatest, and I do apologize for that, but I try to give you guys something to see if you're not able to attend. I did make sure to like your pictures of your concerts. I got so many more pictures to post. I got some with JJ. I got some with Rob. I got so many pictures that I still got to post. And I'm going to post them individually like I have. I was going to put one big feed of it all, but bro, these guys, Be Loose, T2, Broadnax, Upchurch, everybody a part of this whole show. Ripta, shout out to Ripta, dude. Me and Ripta, we had a very interesting uh, communication pattern, and we made it work, bro. And that's what it's all about. Like good people working with good people to enjoy amazing music. And we're all a team, dude. All the Creek Squad is a team. The way I look at it, like we all keep one another safe at these shows. We all let each other know, hey, the merch tent's open early. Like it was awesome to see. People, there was some issues with the line early on, but I think everybody was really ready to see church. It was such a beautiful thing. So anyway, so now Bronax is out riding rapid, and my daughter is just getting it with Bronax, and I'm like, yo, this is dope because she is really a huge fan of Ryan, and she listens to other stuff with me, but she always wants to listen to Upchurch. So it was awesome for her to not have a choice. She had to listen to what was up there. And Bronax's energy was, my daughter was just feeding off of that energy. And it was so cool to see her. And it was awesome because that's what I thought would happen. I thought Bronax's energy coming out off rip would be perfect for the crowd because people were ready for music. They wanted something. They wanted a show. Bronax comes out, lights the crowd up, gets everybody ready, brings, somebody else out there with him. I don't want to spoil it for nobody. Lights everybody up. Bronax really controlled the crowd well. He made sure he paid attention to what people were doing. He was making eye contact. He was vibing to the tracks with people. Like it was really fun. And it was a beautiful thing to watch, to know that this is what we need at these shows. We need artists to do it for the fans, and that's Broadnax made sure he took his time out to give the credit to the crowd. And I think that's kind of something that people forget to do. I think some of these guys in the mainstream forget where they come from. Once they're that, I know they do. Once they're that big, they don't remember the crowd. They don't really. They're so concerned about their performance. They're not really concerned about the time that the people are having in the crowd. You remind me of Light. Whoop, whoop. Light from that's crazy. Anyway, from ICP. I think that's what you're talking about. And I had stayed off the internet during the time I was there, so no, I didn't know Kalani and everybody were going live. I wish I would have known that. Kalani, yeah, shout out to Kalani. I don't want to forget about Kalani. Kalani was the man behind the scenes doing his thing, and you seen him before the show, you seen him after the show, and then he was gone. He was like a hologram, man. It's crazy. Mm. Oh, calm down, Dose Man. Calm down, Dose Man. Do I gotta put you? I don't put nobody in timeout. Let me put you in timeout, Dose Man. Dose Man, sit down for a minute. Sit down for a minute. It's just weed. Quit being mad at weed. That was for you, Dose Man. But anyway, so now it's time. I didn't know. See, church is such a G when it comes to surprising his people. Like I had no clue how the show was even gonna start. I didn't know. I thought, oh, okay, maybe Broadnax comes out, JJ hits the stage, and then Church comes out. I don't know. Who knows? Like it was such a, and the way it started, I didn't expect it. Not gonna share. Not gonna. Nobody's gonna know how it starts unless you're there, or unless you watched it on a video. But it started epic. Um, Ryan come out swinging right away. Great energy. Great sound. And my daughter, that was the best part of this show for me. If anybody wants to know, the best part of the show for me is what I'm about to tell you. My daughter was vibing through like 3 or 4 tracks and just singing and dancing her little heart out, dude. It was so beautiful. Like I was recording her so much that she's like, "Daddy, stop!" Like she didn't even want. So once I realized that, I quit recording her. But damn, it was so cool to see that. And she looked up at me and Cass and said, "This is the best day of my life." And I'm like, because when I was there in 2022, that's how I felt. Like this moment was absolutely unreal. And I knew at that point all of this shit was worth it. It was worth every second of every time I had to drive or fly or spend money or whatever. Dude, it was all worth it. For her to look up at me and tell me that, it was like, all that guy. Who did I put in timeout? What was his name? I put somebody. That's worth his comments. My daughter being able to find music and have enjoyment in music so much that it was the best day of her life. To meet people that she loves and cares about, and she can enjoy that time with those people. That it was the best day of her life. Like, she's in the 6 years, she's almost 7 years. In the 7 years that this child's been alive, she's done so many cool things and had so much great things go on in her life. For her to say this is the best day of my life, shit. There ain't nobody on there, and a single troll on the internet that's ever gonna make me stop what I'm doing based off their comments now. That fueled me even more because I already was like that. But when that came out of her mouth, I said, because if I would have allowed people to, damn, this guy's gonna start, and this dude over here, he has a YouTube channel. He's tripping right now. Let's see what's going on out here. Building a fishing rack or something. But anyway, that right there fueled me to go even harder, to know that if I would have ever stopped because of a hater, or I would ever stop because of a troll, that maybe my daughter would have never got to experience the greatest day of her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real shit right there. If you're ever doubting yourself, or you're ever worried about what you're doing because of what other people think about that. Think about if you stop doing what you want to do because of what somebody else thinks, you could prevent yourself or somebody you care about from having the best time of their life. There was a lot of people there at that show, man, that put some trust in me, and I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but they put some trust in me that they didn't have to. They could have thought this dude's a fucking kook and I ain't listening to him. But they trusted me, man. They trusted my word. They didn't know me. They trusted what I told them to be true, and that my honesty was authentic, and that my honesty was honest. It wasn't for clicks and views or attention, or however you want to look at it. It was for just my word, bro. Like, when I was younger, I had a problem with not doing what I said I was going to do, or not being a man of my word. And I told myself that I don't want to be like that no more. So it was awesome to see people that didn't know me allow me to they trusted my word. And I'm forever grateful for those individuals, and you know who you are. But anyway, so man, the show was electric, dude. It was absolutely amazing. My daughter got to sit back around and hang out while Ryan was meeting and greeting, and she so badly wanted to rush him to tell him how good of a job he did. She didn't see him for a famous person. She didn't see him. She didn't understand why is Uncle Ryan giving these people his shoes? She says, why do they want Uncle Ryan's shoes? Like, why is he throwing shoes at people? Like, she didn't look at it. She just looked at him as a dude on stage doing what he loves, and she loves it too. And she just wanted to tell him he did a good job. Like, that made my fucking, I even almost start tearing up now. That's such an amazing quality that she has at 6 years old that many adults would pay for. There's adults that want that quality and they can't get it because that's emotion. That shows me that she loves people for what they do in their life, like good. That she accepts that as a success. Like she was so happy that Ryan performed good. Like even if like he stumbled in the show and he had a hiccup here and there, and she didn't see that. She didn't. It was crazy that I got to see that with my own eyes, and I wish that I had some way of capturing that, because that's why that Sugar Sugar Honey song, when she says it is sugar and she freaks out like that, when I ever feel down, I'm going straight to that video, because that emotion that she showed, if you can grasp that emotion and use that in anything you want to do in life, that passion and that love that she showed, dude, she could do whatever she wants. If she could harness that energy that she showed that Saturday night in Nashville on March 9th, if she could harness that energy and apply it in other ways in her life, then she's going to be unstoppable. Daniel Armstrong. Got to run. Glad your daughter had a wonderful time, Kurt. See you in Upchurch. It's great to see the young Creekers be inspired. Hopefully keep the genre. Yeah, that's what it's about, bro. Man, that's how Ryan made me feel, bro. It made me feel like I've known him for years, like you and all. That's what it's about, dude. Like, really, at the end of the day, the most touching part of all this is watching those kids. And there's some people that are already, I see them talking about, oh, Ryan freaking drags up these kids on the stage and talking to the kids all show. We didn't pay him to watch them talk to kids. No, like, dude, those kids are the future of this. Without those kids, this shit ain't gonna ever do nothing. The music will never move if the kids don't enjoy it. If it's not good, solid music that's relatable, kids are your biggest critic, bro. Kids are going to pick it apart. Honestly, they're going to tell you what you don't want to hear. They're going to tell you sometimes what you already know, but you're afraid to admit. That's what kids will do to the music. And they love it. There was a kid next to me. I wish I knew this kid's name. I asked his mom if I could record him and post it on my Instagram. But dude, he was singing with me. He was hillbilly. We were together, word for word. He was going with me. There was times where he was cleaning through some of the verses than I was. He was rapping like he'd done this in the mirror for his whole life. Like he was just rapping. It was so crazy to see that. And it wasn't just him. It was all the other kids around him. The kids were just rapping every word to the song, and the parents were just smiling and vibing. In the first couple of shows I went to Upchurch, I was younger. I was late 20s, early 30s. So I was one of those. I had a kid at the time, but I didn't see it for what it is now. Like I've been a father, I was a stepfather, but I've been a real father, like to a blood child for 7 years now. So it was different this time around than it was even 2 years ago, because my kid wasn't there. My daughter enjoyed Ryan's music, but nothing to the magnitude that she does now. So I seen it as, it's not about anything other than passing the message on to the next person that didn't hear it. It was life-changing, Buck. I feel like my family grew tenfold this past weekend. If I had known it was going to be that kid-friendly, I would have brought mine. And I'll say this. Let me tell you this, Randy. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Belu. Shout out to anybody that had anything to do with pulling the catwalk out of the crowd. Last show in Nashville, Ryan had a catwalk that went off the stage out into the crowd and teed. The problem is then it created, everybody had to be further away from the stage. On the right side, there was a front row and then way back. The left side, a front row and then way back. And the front of the stage, front and then way back. So you never really had that experience of row, being able to take it all in. But also, moving that out allowed more room for the pit for people not to get squished. For little kids to be able to be picked up by their parent and held up without being squished into the next person. So Ryan, I appreciate him and whoever had anything to do with that for opening that up to allow the fans to have more room out there. Even though there was going to be people that were going to say, oh, there's less people there because they don't realize that there was just more room. Same amount of people, 10,000 people. It was a sold out venue, but Ryan opened up more room. He took the merch table out of the area where, because the merch was also on the floor last in 2022. So you had people trying to buy merch, so there had to be a barrier for that. And then you had a barrier for the show, and then you also had a barrier to keep people to have a line to be able to get in and out of the venue back there. Now it was like you walk into the back of the venue, and that was the seating. There was no merch table to try to avoid people. It was insane that there was that much room for the kids to be out there. It was very kid friendly, especially off on the sides around around the side of the stage on the front side right there, like where you were, Randy. Your kid would have had no problem right there. You could have picked her up, held her right up against the gate. It would have been no problem. So I really am considering the Birmingham show. I really am. Yeah, at the end of the day, haters can hate all they want, but a sold out show is a sold out show. When you can't fit any more folks in the venue and the venue says we're not selling any more tickets, then that tells you that there's 10,000 people in the same venue. I mean, I don't know how you want to shake it. You can say it however you want. You could try to twist it and bend it, but when the venue tells you we can't sell any more tickets, that's what that means. But yeah, I wish that I would have had the ability. And then after that, dude, show was over. Ryan really, he stayed. I got some pictures that I'm gonna share. But Ryan stayed for every person that waited after the show. So if you left the venue and you were down on the floor, I'll just say that you probably thought there's no way he's going to sign it. He did. He signed every piece of memorabilia that somebody had standing out there. He took pictures with every single person. He took the time to let them tell him stories, and it was awesome to see, man. And then after that, he also had to go do 6 more meet and greets in the back. It's like the dude stayed 3 hours, and we had a time change. So the time at 2 o'clock, the time went to 3 o'clock. And so technically he spent 4 hours signing people's stuff. 4 hours listening to their stories. 4 hours shaking their hands and taking their pictures. By the time Ryan come back to the green room, all he had left was his pants. He had pants on. His socks were gone. His boots were gone. His hat was gone. His shirt was gone. He done took pictures with 3 kids. They called it the nipple picture. I've been looking for it everywhere. All were fucking flexing out there. Pop the nipple up. I don't know what, there was some story. That's what I'm saying. The stories, you know how many people came up and told me how much Ryan's music saved their life? I know people personally that Ryan's music has saved their life. Me, I'm one of them, but I'm not even going to use myself as an example. I'm going to use the little kids that told me that their parent passed away and the only thing they've ever had to keep them happy was Ryan's music. Like, that makes me want to go grab everything that I got and give it to those little kids. Like, do you want this? Like I'm meaning like memorabilia. Like, I want those kids to get everything they want in life because that's what this shit's about. Like, my next to Red, you know what I mean? The people's champ. Ryan is the people's champ. Ryan is, hey, Nala. That's why this hater shit on the internet, I can't ever let it get to me. I can't ever let somebody try to deter me from what I'm doing because I see how much Ryan's music makes people happy. Even though you might not agree with Ryan's opinions or you might not agree with his outlooks on life or his feelings about certain situations, one thing you cannot take away from him is his ability to help comfort people with his words, to help change their feelings based off of his feelings. Like that is something that I don't even know how to explain that, really. What I would call that is love. It's just simply put, it's love. Like, I didn't expect to talk about what I'm talking about right now, because when I think about these things, I think about it as a person that was never, like, I think about it, if I had never found Creek Squad, if I had never found Upchurch, if I had never found country rap, where would I be in life? Because I used to be a real big fan of hip hop, like mainstream hip hop. And that mainstream hip hop was one of my biggest triggers for substance abuse, for crime. I thought that what they talked about in their music was really what I was supposed to be doing. That's why what Broadnax said to me Saturday, really, actually it was Friday, I knew Broadnax was a real one, dude. Like, I knew any question I ever had about that dude, he answered it when he told me he would never support anybody that's talking about gangs and violence and drugs and glorifying being a bad person. I said, bro, that's facts. That's why I fuck with this country rap shit. The little fairy. See, that's the thing. It's okay. It's okay that these people say those things. Bulldog, thank you for timing them out. But it's okay that these people think that way about me. I've come to what this show did, this last Nashville show. It really solidified in my brain that it is okay for these folks to be mad that I got an Upchurch autograph tattooed on my arm. It's okay that these folks are going to be mad and laugh at me for me telling them that I cry or I get emotional when I see the happiness in other people for Ryan's music. When Buckeye Creeker was getting, a lot of love and support from my daughter, and it was a loving moment, yeah, I welted up. Walking down that road to go to Pond Creek with all those people and looking back and seeing everybody conversating and having a great time in the middle of a desolate ass town with nothing to do, bro. Nobody had their phones out. Nobody was out there just standing there with their phones, talking on their phones, blah, 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 fucking arguing on the internet. We were all out there having conversations with one another, showing support to one another, telling one another how much we love the content they make, telling one another how much we love what they do on the internet, telling each other how much we love their energy that they bring to people. That's what this shit's about, dude. So if you're mad that you don't understand that and you don't like me for that, I got love for you, because I hope someday you get to experience what other people experienced that you're so mad about. That's why you don't get it. That's why you laugh at another man for having emotion for happiness. I'm not going to not be happy. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to click off my live stream because I might be feeling emotional, because I'm afraid of what you're going to say. Because maybe there's somebody else that does that. And maybe me being a man and telling you it's okay to cry when you're happy, it might allow another person to enjoy their life and not hide who they are because of fear of what somebody else is going to think about them. Crying at Jaybirds was epic. No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Buckeye Creeker started crying when Braylon said that he loved him, and she touched Buckeye Creeker did something like, obviously, for my daughter to run up to him and she has never met him in person ever and know who he is and to say, I love you, Buckeye. Like, I shared that emotional moment with him. You damn right my eyes welted up. You damn right I thought, like, bro, this shit is worth. That's what makes me realize that this old Dose Man, let Dose Man stay. Maybe one day Dose Man will be able to experience happiness to the point that his eyes water. That he'll be able to experience the joy of his child liking their friends for who they are and not what they got. My daughter don't know what material shit is. She's just now starting to understand that things cost money. And she don't get it. She don't know where money comes from. She thinks people just got it like that. We're just a bunch of crybabies. Yeah. And I'd rather be a crybaby than a person that doesn't understand emotion. I cry like a baby. That's what it's about, bro. Like, we don't have to pay these fucking counselors to talk about our problems. The only reason we got to is because we believe that they're not going to tell other people about it. When all reality, they go home and tell all their friends and laugh behind closed doors. I'd rather tell a bunch of real motherfuckers my problems that have gone through those same problems. Because I know that they are going to understand what I'm talking about. I know that the emotion is real. I know that when they tell me that, yeah, they've been there, they've done that, I know it's real because they don't got this government job that you can't have these same things that I've gone through. Because you can't have that job because I've tried. I've tried to go back and become some sort of substance abuse thing, but because you smoke medical marijuana and you've been in trouble for it, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But for me, what took for me to get right is talking to dudes like me. People like me that have been through the same shit that I've been through and they found a way out of it. They didn't know how to tell me how to get out of it. All they knew to do is tell me their experiences and what they did. That's all it was. So I'm finding a bunch of dudes like me that have gone through the same things that I have gone through. A bunch of women that have gone through what my mother has gone through. Hologram. I got so much love and respect for that woman, and I didn't know her for nobody. She come out of Jaybirds pushing people over to get to me. I'm like, whoa, slow down. Are you Adam Calhoun's grandmother? What are you doing over here? I'm just joking, like, I don't know who you are and you're running up on me, but you got nothing but glory in your eyes and love in your eyes for me, and I ain't nothing but Kurt. Shit. So that was like, you drove what? She said, I drove 17 hours to come see Upchurch and I had to come find you guys. What? You drove all the way up here to see Upchurch and you made sure during that time you come out here to find us? And she's got a dope ass name. Instead of Holler Girl or Holler Boy, she's Holler Graham. Like a grandma. If that woman called me right, I met her. I spent 2 solid days with her pretty much. If that woman called me right now and said she needed somebody to drive to Key West to turn her water off or her house was going to flood or whatever, no questions asked. I'm going. Yeah, I know you would have, Daisy, but it was so cool. This lady don't comment. She don't partake really in the social media aspect of it whatsoever. But what she told me, and like the way that there's a video, I put video on my Instagram of her when she was first there, when Buckeye Creeker signed in her freaking shirt, dude, like, and Buckeye Creeker signed right here, and I signed right here, like, that's forever there, on an Upchurch shirt. How epic is that? Ryan, thank you to Ryan, that Ryan does this shit and stays 100 and puts people like us all together and allows us to be able to share this shit with him, bro. Because if he stopped because of the internet, that's the thing. If Ryan said, I'm tired of this shit, I'm tired of the internet pisses me off, which he said it before, then all this would end. all these meeting new people like you would end. You would have to look for it elsewhere. You'd have to get out of your comfort zone and go just meet random people all through town without knowing anything about them. The reason we are able to stop at Jaybirds and get out and walk up to people and say, hey, what's good, bro? Creek Squad, is because we have an understanding of that music. We don't know nothing about one another. We could be fucking psychopaths, and I'm sure there is people that have really deep, dark things in their life that they want nobody to know about. But at the end of the day, we don't judge them. We don't look at them like that. We just see them as one of us, bro. And if Ryan wasn't around and Ryan wasn't doing it the way that he's doing it, this wouldn't be possible. That's real, bro. Like, that's real, dog. Hey, you too, Chill Rock. This shit ain't fucking... We all get lost in this internet shit. And even I do. I'll be real with you, bro. Even I do. Like, we get lost in this internet shit. But at the end of the day, face to face, it's just real. Keep it 100. I don't expect anybody to take what I'm saying and believe me for just my word. I expect people to go out and really look. This concert, these tours, Ryan's tickets are not super expensive. They're reasonable priced in good arenas. They take care of you. The seating's great. If you doubt what I'm saying and you believe in hell, reach out to me and I'll see if I can throw you $40 or $30 to help pay for your ticket. If you really think that what I'm saying is a bunch of hoopla and bullshit, go in one of these venues. Go around with some of these people. Go stand in line with some of these people and don't judge them based off of what they look like or what they sound like. Know that they are a supporter of Ryan's music and they got a story to tell. And let them tell you their stories. And you might be shocked that it's very similar to what you've gone through in your life. And you might not like Ryan for his opinions. You might not like Ryan for his fucking YouTube videos. But you got to respect the fact that he's making people just like yourself live a better life. Live a better understanding of their own problems and that they can fucking fix it. Alcoholic Shrink should be played at every AA meeting across the nation. Like, I dealt with alcohol addiction. I got 3 DUIs. I've been through the fucking ringer. You know what I'm saying? I've changed my life. And when I decided to make a change in my life, I found that, like I said, rap music, mainstream rap music was a real big trigger in what caused me to want to use. So I had to get away from it. And that's when I found Ryan's fucking music. I stumbled into this country rap. I found a bunch of country rap that I thought was real gimmicky. I heard Ryan for the first time. I thought it was actually real gimmicky. I said, wait, I kind of like that a little bit, though. Let me listen to more of it. And the rest is history, bro. I got the ability to listen to hip hop again. I got the ability to understand that I don't have to drink. I don't have to use drugs to live my life. That there's other means of coping with my past. There's other means of coping with stress. There's other. I gave up taking Xanax. I said I don't fucking need that shit. It's making me into a demon. It's making me destroy my own life, and it's gone. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what this shit's about. Music. Just look at it in the music aspect. So if you're a doubter and you think what I'm saying is bullshit, you think what I'm saying it's not real. It's real for me, and I challenge you to go to a show, sit down and talk to a couple folks. You know what I mean? See it for yourself. See what happens when Ryan comes on stage and people that haven't said anything all night. There's folks that will stand in that line and just sit there. And when you see them in that venue and Ryan comes on that stage, the irritation and the maybe depression that you see them wearing outside, just and they're fucking cheering and smiling and singing and hooting and hollering, and the fucking mic goes off, and they go back to reality, and they're that stuck into that sadness until the next time, dude. And I feel like as a person and somebody that I love people, because that's what we are. We're people. We should love and care about one another. I want to help that person always feel that happiness from Ryan's music all the time, right? So what better way? That's reactions. That's videos like that. That's why I'll always react to music. I've been falling off because I've been working nights, but that's all changed, Bobby. That's all changed, Bobby. I got me a Broadnax reaction. I'm going to start digging deeper into Broadnax. I had a JJ Longhorn. I don't care if you don't like that. He's a country-ass dude with a country-ass twang that talks about Jesus. I think some of his songs are dope. Do I like all of his songs? No, because I just don't. But I think he's got a lot of really good music, and his message and him as a person ain't no better dude out there. He will walk up to you. He would treat you with the utmost respect, regardless of what you look like, what you sound like, where you're from, until you give him a reason not to. And that's a real motherfucker, bro. So I'm going to be reacting to JJ. I'm going to be reacting to T2. I'm going to try to I need to figure out some dope artists that Kalani rocks with, because I think the production, my dog JJ Hughes, if you're an independent artist, I got to get back on that game. Like, this is what ignited me to do that in the first place. And here we go again. I got to push again. I got to go harder. I realize the amount of people that little old reaction channels, if like they do help people, bro. Like Hologram told me some real shit, man, and I didn't ever think that me reacting to another song and giving my opinion or my breakdown on a song would affect somebody in the way that it does. But she said a lot of times I help her to understand it through the eyes of somebody that I may, like, she thought like, okay, Kurt feels like this when he hears that song. Maybe that's what my family member or my other, the people that I know were going through when they were dealing with what they were dealing with. She's allowed to see feelings and emotion through me, which helps her to understand her own problems. Like, that's just as deep for me as it is all this shit. Like, I can't give that up, is what my point is. All right, let me read what you're saying in here. Johnny Cashville said, JJ's the shit. Bobby? And my bad that I wasn't reading the chat, but when I get rambling like that, I can't be trying to read and think through how I'm trying to express myself. And my son said something the other day that expressing yourself is important. And you have to really express yourself sometimes. Expression, like T2 talked about it too on his live. He was saying how he was saying stuff during the show, and he couldn't believe it came out how it came out, and he was just glad that it sounded right. I understand that, especially when I'm smoking weed and thinking. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's hard to convey it without sounding confused, if that makes sense. Look at that. I freaking running up under the bridge. I was trying to go. You scrape something on the pavement. I fucked my head up. But that adds style and character to it. But these are really quality hats. Auto hats. They're dope. Dope hats. Clean stitch on the inside. Not a bunch of crazy paper and all the nonsense stuck in there. The string thing, like, it doesn't, it's there. You know what I mean? It's pinned here and like there and there. It's a dope hat. Shirts are dope quality. He said, just Trey, what's up, bro? I love reaction channels. They can relate to my music. Well, listen to this. Ryan says in Watts, he says, I rip up a tarot so I'm hard to read. So he's talking about a tarot card, right? And in my ears, I heard tarot like terabyte. Like on a computer, you have a certain amount of memory, right? So what I heard is I fill up a tarot so I'm hard to read. Even though he said I rip up a tarot so I'm hard to read, like I rip up a tarot card. So I heard I fill up a tarot so I'm hard to read, like a terabyte. So I put out so much, I make so much music and I have so much emotion in what I'm saying and I got so much of it, it's hard to read. It's hard to understand. He's like, yo, I guess maybe it's a double. It was a double without being a double. And then that in itself right there is what music is about. Even though I'm wrong, even though I heard it differently than what he said, it's still the same idea. Like, you can't predict me. I'll rip up that card that'll try to read me. I'll rip up that computer. I'll fill up that hard drive. You can listen, but you're never gonna understand. I'll rip up a tarot. Yep, facts. But anyway, on a lighter note, how's everybody doing? Look at that. Look at that. I got that. Jackie is so dope with the cut. That thing's been fresh for, ooh. I got the beard growing out to hide the double chin. Can't get me now, cheeseburgers. I had a great time on Mike 12 Point, bro. Shout out to Mike. I spent a lot of time on Mike 12 Point. We were out of control. Mike is a good dude, solid individual. Anybody that doubts Mike, fuck you. Mike 12 Point 2024. Caught a monster? Send me a picture, bro. Send me a picture, bro. Was it big, Buckeye? Buckeye is a fishing. Man, Buckeye, we got to go fishing, bro. I got to get with you, Buckeye. We got to, I don't know what your schedule is and what you do but we got to figure it out, man, because I want to maybe try to get another show that's maybe like a middle ground for all of us, that's far enough out. Like, Alabama would be a good one. Just Trey could pull up the Alabama show. It's this Alabama fishing. We got a little payday in Alabama. Oh, man. Coca's in Alabama. That's my dog. I wish Coca would get on some tracks around right now. Just Trey. That's what I need. I need a Coca Just Trey track. I'll pay for it. I'll buy the features. Oh, that would be dope. I don't know, man. We got to get something like that to do. I got to go fishing with Buckeye. Buckeye, I got a lot of fishing stuff, bro. I love fishing. Look. What we got here, Buckeye? Oh. And the Abu. Oh, my son's got like probably double the fishing poles. There's Braylon's baby pole when she's little. Yeah, man. We got to do it. I'm in. If you come to Florida, Buckeye, you can go anywhere in Florida. I'll take you saltwater fishing too. Saltwater fishing is a thing of beauty if you can get on the right type of fish. And I'm not talking about beach fishing. I'm talking about inland, getting on some redfish, getting on some snook. If you catch a snook is like the saltwater bass, bro. Snook are serious. Grouper, I can get you on some ladyfish, which ladyfish are just like a junk fish essentially. I get you on some ladyfish are tarpon bait. I get you on some ladyfish. We'll get Uncle Will. Shoot, Uncle Will get you on some ladyfish just for the fight, or some yellowtail jack. You get on some yellowtail, some Jack Crevalle. Them Jack Crevalle. You want to fight? You think them catfish? Don't get me wrong. A big boy, nice solid body catfish, so hug that bottom. You get on the right fish in some salt water, it's gonna wear you out. You might want to get a back brace for it. That's the only bad part about some of the saltwater fishing. I've seen dudes snap poles. Oh my gosh, the fights are intense. Yeah, Lady Fisher. You know what are good to catch? Spanish mackerel. There's nothing better. Spanish mackerel love flashy, shiny things. And you know everybody's got spoons in their tackle box that like the long silver shiny spoons that they're heavy. You never use them because they're not practical. Dude, Spanish mackerel love those things. So if you see they're running, you get some king mackerel out there and they're running, bro, you put that spoon on and you throw it in the and you just rip. I mean, you reel as fast as you can. You yank that rod as much as you can, and it don't matter. Those things are like barracudas, bro. They're just bomb, just nail it. The fight's intense, and they're like 12, 14 inches. You caught a marlin in Tampa? What? Rockfish are serious too, yeah. Striped bass, yeah. Striped bass are strong fish. Striped bass, I think striped bass, if I remember correctly, are stronger than a largemouth. But I think there's a hybrid of them too, where it's like a striped bass, and I forget what the other bass. I see those dudes in oh man, what's it called? Nevada. The guy's Lake Mead dude. What's your cap size? Yeah, dude. My daughter asked. You weren't the only people. She would. It's a common thing with me, and it's so funny because she did that. I didn't even say that. She said, "Daddy, what's your cap size?" And I said, "What?" So now, Buckeye Creeker, what's your cap size? Like she don't care, dude. J Hop, what's your cap size? Like that's her way to talk trash. Like she's going to school. That's the funny thing to me is I know she's going to school and people are probably doing whatever and she's like, "What's your cap size?" Like they have no idea. Her teacher's probably like, "What?" Yeah, there you go. Yeah, striper and sand bass create the hybrid. And those things are like catching sharks. Like you hook into one of those, they're running. They're strong, strong fish. What's the fish in Alaska? Uh, what's that? Halibut? I think that's what it is. Not halibut. There's some crazy a sturgeon. Catch a sturgeon. Get on a sturgeon, boy. You catch a sturgeon. That guy, those river monster dudes. I like to watch that guy. He goes in. I don't believe that though. I don't believe that they're out there where they say they are. Dude, this thing took forever to smoke. My wife went and got her car. We had the rental or a loaner. She needed a coolant temp sensor. I think she's back. How far am I from Gulf Shores? A hop and a skip. I mean, 3 hours, 3.5. I go. I'm. Hey, reach out to me, Randy. I don't know if you got a Instagram or something. I think you do. I can't remember, bro. It's so hard to remember everything. The best way to do it is reach out to me on Instagram or something, and I'll get with you. Doom or Halo? Doom, of course, Doom. I think I played Halo like twice. I grew up on freaking Duke Nukem and like I didn't. I thought Halo was such a knockoff of. I'd rather play Call of Duty. Anyway, my grandfather has the. I don't know if I'm sure it's changed by that now, but he has a state record in Ohio for a walleye. My grandfather was an amazing. He would go out on boats walleye fishing and I mean shred them, dude. He loved walleye. Yeah, they're alligator gar. Yeah, bro, I've caught some serious alligator gar. Their mouths are so tough, they're hard to hook. But you get some chicken liver on those alligator gar, bro, it's over. Get some nice chicken liver and a treble hook and an alligator gar. Snag an alligator gar and good luck with that. Try to snag one of those. Snag one and hold on for dear life. You got to get a saltwater fishing pole. Go to the store, buy yourself a good saltwater setup, get you a nice leader on that mug and a thing of alligator or chicken liver, and a bobber. Game over. Game over. No, I don't think an alligator gar will bite you, will they? That's awesome, Joe. That is awesome. Yeah, Joe, it's funny you say that because a lot of things, he had been saying a lot of crazy things. That guy's such a fucking idiot. And when shows happen like this, it just proves it more and more. Ed, there's a Cotton Eye Joe show just coming up, a couple days. A nice saltwater setup is probably 500. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I got a good. Let me see. This right here. This right here. This right here, bro, is all you need. See that? Right there. A nice Shimano. Little drop rod. See? And then we got it featured on a freaking Penn Squadron. You're probably looking at like, I would say, would just be fair. It's a TR 200, so I don't even know. I've had this reel for so long, so maybe $100 for your reel. 100, maybe 60, $70 for the rod. So like $200, we'll say. Yeah, it is Gulf Shores. That is Alabama is Gulf Shores, but where Alabama connects to Florida at Gulf Shores, it's the same thing, right? It's the same area. So yeah, that ain't 500. But boy, let me tell you what, I get me an alligator gar with this mamma jamma. Boom. Alligator gar all day. But it would be a fight even on this. But this is a ball bearing. This is a pretty decent little. The drag is not a normal drag. It's a ball bearing drag. So I can get it done with that. Let's go, Buckeye. Where you at, Buckeye? I'm waiting on Buckeye, bro. We could go live, Buckeye, from two separate lakes, and I'll fish like this, and you fish. And there we are, bro, fishing. Nah, that ain't the same. All right. But anyway, y'all, I'll probably be getting out of here. I ain't really got much more to. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, bro. There's a Gulf Shores near Tampa in Florida. Yeah, I know that. There's a Nashville, South Carolina. I mean, there's a same spot. It's just a name. Chill Rock. Take care, bro. I gotta go catch up on some of your videos. I ain't been on the internet for a minute. Like, I ain't been watching like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I'm about to drink an energy drink, and it's what? 8 o'clock? You can snag duckbill platypus in Western Gulf Shores up to April 3rd. I'm about 45 minutes northwest of Tampa. So go up and over a little bit, and that's where you find me. Crystal River area. I might stay for a little bit longer. I'm actually going to read the chat like I said I was going to. This time. It's 5:20 your time. What time did I say it was? Like 7? I don't know what time it is. Look at this beard. I got to trim this thing down, though. Look at that. A little goatee going here. There's an alligator gar in the lake I work on, and no, they won't. I don't think they bite. I didn't think Cass was talking about swimming around them. I think you could walk. You could swim through the water and punch them as you swim, and they wouldn't even bite you. They probably wouldn't stay if you swam in there. They probably swim right away. Florida gators, yeah, the gators. That's the gator flag. My wife likes the gators. My wife's a gator fan. You look like an Amish lesbian with that beard. Hey, bro. I'll take it, dog. Take it. Best looking Amish lesbian you've ever seen, Joe. Look at that. I got beard oil and all now, Joe. Don't be hating, bro. Don't be hating. You never should. What? You never? No, bro. I'm not leaving. I thought Kurt was. Hey, you take care, Just Trey. I'm just going to sit in here and talk shit for a minute. So, I'm just going to read the chat a little bit, you know what I mean? That way, if any of the haters wanted any attention, now it's their time. It's like, yeah, perfect example. It's like the after party. Like, the haters can come, like that dude that was timed out and shit. She said, Evan, aye, Bobby. Bro, bra necks is Bobby. Bobby? That shit was contagious. Have you ever seen young Gen Zs looking like they're 28 and they're 16? No. Yeah, here's your time to shine, bro. Reading the chats, giving you the clout you want. Look, I even got a shirt on, hoping that one of them would be like, oh my God, I'm calling EMS. I'm calling Eastern Medical Supply right now. Nope. That ain't gonna work. I actually changed my shirt just to wear that. Look, it's got a fish on it and all. Look. A marlin. A marlin in that. Look at that. Because I said, there ain't no way I got 137 cats in here with 58 likes today. That means there's like almost 100 people hiding in the bush somewhere. Now 75. Would you rather watch a tree or grow a knee? I'd rather watch a tree. Watch a tree grow. Hey, take care, Randy. I'm about to go I'm about to go too. I know, bro. Nobody's trying to roast today, Trey. They're not doing that. Mike 12 Point fucking taped me to a pole. He actually taped me to a tree. Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if you guys seen him, but he was live talking about it a couple days ago. Everyone is moving to Florida from here. Yeah, do it. Do some polls. No, I don't want to do no polls. Do a poll. What poll you want me to do? Is that Bulldog talking crazy like that? It is Bulldog. No, because doing polls requires me to freaking do stuff. And I'm not trying to do nothing right now. I'm being real with you. I ain't trying to do shit. What was up with so many people passing out at concert? Great question. So I'm going to tell you why. And that's cool that you asked that question actually. If you're going to the Upchurch concert, drink plenty of water. Try to get some rest the night before if you're going to stand in line all night. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to stand in line all day and then be in concert standing up all night, try to get some water in you. Try to get some food in you. Try to get good rest the night before it. That way, while you're there, you don't dehydrate. You don't get exhaustion from standing. A lot of those people, a couple of them had medical problems, and I'm sure it was very similar to low blood sugar, dehydration, exhaustion. Nothing like serious. And it happens every show. I mean, hell, I'll be real with you. In 2022, uh, it was I probably could have been one of those that went down, and the only reason I don't think I did is because I had the fence in front of me, so I was able to rage out during the song. I mean, and I was going, and then I was able to hit that gate in between each song. And I told Ryan, I said, bro, last year, I said, thank you for giving us a little bit in between each track because that was crazy. He was going, bam, like a couple seconds in between, and he was back on the mic again, and that was dope. But I like the stand back, work the crowd, letting kids come up on the stage. That was really cool because not every show is going to get the kids. So what are we going to get at Cotton Eye Joe's? What's going to happen there? Jen B said dehydration, yeah. Can I take a dump? Take a dump, bro. Take a dump wherever you want. Alright, bro. Take care, dog. I heard it was the brown acid that was going around. Yeah, that was it, Joe. Can you giddy? Can you shout out my dad? His name is Dan. Hey, shout out to Dan. Shout out to Dan. I'm not stupid. Drop that deuce. Yeah, man. I don't know. It was a memorable time. I'll say that. You guys ain't got nothing else in the comments for me. I'm out of here. Hello. Hi. What is that? The hell is the gritty? Hey, what's up, Brenda? If you were at, actually, here you go. If you were at the show Saturday and you're in the chat, drop a 100. You and Cass come to Texas. Cass, I don't think my wife will go to Texas with me if I go to Texas. I don't know. I don't think it's probably way too soon for me to do that. Right now, at least. Because one, I would have to get an airplane. I'd have to fly. I told T2 I really wanted to, though. I want to go to the House of Blues. I want to do the House of Blues. See, I was born out west, and I haven't been back out west since I was really little. I am sorry I offended you. What do you mean, Brenda? I was just foot to meet in person. Carla. Did I see you, Carla? Joe? That's what's up, Joe. I think I seen Joe. No, I didn't. Wisco, where are you going? Are you going to see him at all? Yeah, Cassie. I know it's super small. I'm a woman, Gar. Come on, dude. Yeah, I got all this fucking hair on my face. Come on, you gotta do better. Do better, Gar. It's weak. Fayetteville Arkville is gonna be lit. Joe, you're gonna be there. My dog Joe is gonna be at the Arkansas show. Come on, no, you ain't. Let's go. Maybe that's where I pull up on Joe. You gonna take me out for some Chinese food, Joe? Wish I could. Still busy reason. Wish I could. Still busy season at work though. You work on a Saturday, dog? I thought about flying to a show like on a Saturday morning, hitting the show and having a flight back on Saturday night. Because that you don't have to do no room. You Uber straight from the hotel, straight to the venue. Get out of the venue, Uber from the venue, straight to the hotel. Boom, done. I mean, straight to the airport. He said white stuff, actually. See, I like Gar. I like dudes like Gar. Dudes or female, whatever. They give a little bit of spice to the chat. Don't get rid of Gar. Let Gar stay. Unless Gar says some racist stuff or Lead guard. Oh, Joe. See, now I gotta go find. T2 is wild. T2 is a cool ass dude, bro. Me and T2 were vibing on Friday, vibing on. T2 is real. If you ever thought like he'll tell you he ain't country. T2 will tell you straight up, I am not a country boy. I am legitimately just a dude that loves hip hop music. Like that's why him and Broadnax vibe so well, because Broadnax is the same way, dude. He's country as fuck, but he also is hip hop as hell. Like the dude's a construction worker, working a 9 to 5, owns construction. Like he does that shit. He the reason he raps in his work boots on stage is because he's probably got to go to work after it, or he just came from work before it. Shotgun a beer. No, I don't drink. I don't drink, dog. You fly into Harrison, AR, and then we road trip to Fayetteville. Joe, when is it, Joe? Joe said, I'm picking you up from the airport, dog. Joe, I'm going to have to put like an air tag or something on me. Make sure you don't freaking... Joe's going to take Kurt and fucking hide him in his basement. Steal my phone. What's up, Vinny? My freaking... That weed gives me such cotton mouth. And I just want to keep smoking it. Dude, listen, I had a horrible... I can't tell you guys my experience leaving the airport. My experience leaving Nashville could have went so badly. So badly. And thank God, whatever entity was watching over me at that Nashville airport, thank you. Thank you. Sweet baby Jesus. Okay, I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't tell you. Should I tell you? I guess I can't get in trouble now. I guess I cannot get in trouble now. Should I tell you guys? This is an epic story too. I wasn't going to tell the internet this, but I should. Leaving Nashville could have went horrible. Horrible. Like I'm talking, I could still be in Tennessee right now as we speak, getting ready to either one, hopefully get out of that town, or I'll be staying there for an extended amount of time. And maybe even, oh, this could have been really bad. Okay. Saturday night, I got to start at the beginning because it's a whole story. All right. So when we went to the show, it was cold as hell in the line, right? And it was cold outside. I had a jacket with me that I brought that I probably wasn't going to need, but I just had and I had Braylon's jacket with me. I made her put hers on, but I took mine and I threw it in the bed of Ryan's truck because it was inside. So I threw the jacket in there. I said, I'm going to leave this here, and then after the show, I'll get it. So fucking, I do the thing. I watch the concert. I forget about the jacket, and we're like, all right, we're out of here. So he takes off. Thank God. Took the jacket and put it, I don't know if it might have still been in the back. The jacket might have still been in the back. But I had to go do something before I went back to where I was going. So I didn't have a jacket. And it was freezing, dude. It was like 33 or 34. And I had shorts and a t-shirt on. Well, then I had to go do something and grab a couple people and meet up and talk to a couple people. And I had no jacket. So I'm freezing cold. It's like 3:30 in the morning at this point, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And I needed a jacket. So Ripta gets me a jacket, and I got this jacket on, whatever. Well, I had to leave and go do something, and I still had the jacket on. Well, I ended up taking the jacket with me and forgetting my jacket there. So now I have this jacket on because the airport the next day when we had to go to the airport, it was cold. And I have this jacket on, and I'm like, I'm freezing. So we go into the TSA checkpoint, and we're trying to get to the airport because they already said there's massive amounts of people there. We got to be there soon. Blah blah blah. So we go to the TSA checkpoint, whatever, and we're getting ready to go in there. And I realize that I never checked the baggage. I'm trying to take all of our baggage through the fucking TSA. I can't do that because it can't go on the plane. So I tell Cass and Braylon, now we're just getting ready to go up to where we go through the metal detectors and everything. And I tell Cass and Braylon, you guys go that way, right? And I'm gonna go put the baggage in the baggage claim. So I go put the baggage in the baggage claim, whatever. And I come back, and while I'm putting the baggage to the people, I have this jacket on, and I'm like, man, this thing's been at the Ghost Ranch. It's the Ghost Ranch. Going out and taking shots, bang bang. Like, I should check these pockets because you never know. Dude, I shit you not. I'm getting ready to go leave the area to go back to TSA, and I'm feeling this fucking jacket, and I stick my hands in the front, and there's nothing in there, and there's like a little tiny pocket on the inside of the jacket, and right inside there was 2 live rounds. So I'm like, oh shit. Now, just a second ago, 10 minutes ago, I was getting ready to go through the TSA thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, thank God that I forgot to take the baggage to the baggage claim, and I had to go back over there. So I went and grabbed him and went back through where you come into the airport, and there's an outside trash can. I just threw him away. So I was like, I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, everybody, there, you know what I mean? I'm at an airport. So boom. So then I'm like, no biggie. It's crisis averted. Crisis is over. It gets better. Oh my gosh, it gets so much crazier. So then I go to TSA. I take off my shoes. I take off my belt. I take the jacket off. I put the jacket, the belt, my shoes in the thing. I put my bag in the thing, and I push everything through. Boop, no problem. Get myself. I tell Cass, crisis averted. I could have been in real big trouble. Like, real big trouble. Yeah, maybe, but just listen, this is what I'm saying. And I thought the same thing was going. I'm like, nah, no big deal. I'll be fine. Oh, this is where it gets crazy. Anyway, we get on the airplane, we fly back. Boop, we're back. Here we are. Get my backpack, I get in the car, we drive all the way home. Now, during the time, I got to get something out of the back for Cass. And in the heat of the moment when you're packing up trying to leave the airport, you're just throwing your shit in your bag. You're just trying to get everything out of there. Well, I had some weed, like flower weed in Tennessee with me. And I was smoking during the show, after the show, wherever we were doing. And I had this big ass joint wrapped in keys with THC diamonds all over it and wax swirled around it. One of those big old crazy joints. And I thought that I left them where I was, but I must have threw it into my bag in the heat of the moment, and a bunch of shit went on top of it. So I come home and I tell Cass, I said, oh my gosh. I said, I didn't tell you. I said, but when I went back I told her, I said, when I went back in the thing, I fucking opened up my bag to find all the shit for you needed. And there was a big ass pre-roll in there with THC wax and diamonds all over it. And then there was the jar of weed that I was smoking all weekend right there. And she's like, what? She said, well, good thing you got your medical card. I said, it ain't medically legal in Tennessee So here I am. I got these freaking live rounds in my pocket, which thank God I got them out, because then the thing was said, then they would have ripped apart my backpack. I would have had a pre-roll. I would have had a jar of, it could have went drastically bad. And I'm not in Florida where I can be like, I got a medical marijuana card. That one, it was not from a dispensary. Well, it was, but it wasn't where I was. It was not where, anyway. Then two, oh my goodness, dude. So thank you, Lord Jesus, for in the heavens above. Thank you. It's all I can say. They would be snapping those rubber gloves. Oh, bro, that's the thing. That's what we would have seen. You ain't lying. Good thing they didn't find that black studded. That would have been embarrassing, bro. They did find that. That's why I had to check the bag, Joe. They said, why does this package say Joe Barron on it? I said, I don't know, bro. This dude keeps sending me these black studded dildos and writing my name on them. I don't know. Weird. I was taking it back to him. He said it was used, so I didn't open it. I just brought the package with me. In FAA jurisdiction, that would have been a felony or two. That's what I'm saying, Wisco. I'm telling you, whatever entity was hanging out over top and preventing anything bad from happening to me, I appreciate it. Because possession is 9/10 of the law. So if somebody thinks that they're going to clip this and go run off and tell somebody, good luck. Because it's over with, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to have evidence. You got to have possession of evidence, and there ain't no possession of no evidence. I'm going to go home, and I'm going back to the office. Do that. I accidentally brought stuff back from the Bahamas, so thankfully, because I didn't know. Well, no, check this out, bro. So one thing I know, TSA really focuses on explosives or things that could harm passengers. So they don't really truly look for anything else. I mean, they do, but that's not their primary focus. So if they would have sensed those live ammunition, then it could have opened up a whole world of chaos for me. So that's what I'm saying. Thank the Lord that I decided, well, because in my brain I said, this jacket's coming from the ranch, and it come from where, there's things kept like weapons. It was in the area of weapons. So I knew that maybe it was worn in the winter to go out and target practice. So it just happened and something made me think that. And boy, am I glad I did. Whew. My cousin got put the no-fly list. No, that would suck. For a bottle rocket? Oh, I didn't even think of that, dude. I'd be in a no-fly list, dude. That would have sucked. Oh, that would have sucked, dude. Oh, man. From now on, I'm checking everything. And when we flew to Colorado, I could have gotten in trouble then too. I gotta get better with this. Phew. It must have happens. Yeah, I know it does. But Wisco, when there's a lot of problems that are with that. I mean, I get it, but I ain't trying to be that dude getting shook down in the airport. Because they're going to see my background, and then it's going to cause more suspicion, and then it's going to create more. I'm good, dude. I need, from now on, I feel like I'm going to the airport with just me. I'm bringing myself. I'm not bringing bags no more. I'm not bringing clothes. Put that shit in a suitcase. I'm no carry-on Kurt. No carry-on Kurt is what you're going to call me. Dude, I was like, oh, my. No, Bulldog, because she gets freaking stopped for bug spray and bottles of water and her fucking coffee. They pulled her bag for coffee and made her wait while they tested her coffee, dude. And here I am, just with my vape pens and everything in my bag. Boop, boop, no problem, no issues. No, I'm good. I'm from now on. I'm just flying with Kurt. Uh-oh. Straw. She said, what smoothie from Smoothie King? No carry-on Kurt. Yeah, I'm used to it. I used to work with explosives and fly to job sites. But anyway, I'm out of here. I got love for y'all. I appreciate you guys. Go see Upchurch's show if you can. It's so worth it. Austin, you're wild. You are wild, my friend. Libby, take care. British Bulldog, you have a good one. Your boy's out.